fed up with the Hebrews.
Yeah.
They came to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
After Kyrie was banned, and they stood outside. It was probably like 200-300 of them.
What they do? Just stood there?
From that video, yeah.
Yeah. They wasted everybody's time, including theirs. Just standing there with matching skirts and dresses, that don't do nothing, homie. They didn't disrupt the NBA. They didn't impede traffic. They didn't block no doors. They didn't slap no white woman. They didn't snatch nobody purse. They didn't vandalize no car. Them niggas didn't do nothing but go stand there. So what's that for? That's a dog and pony show. Yeah, that was a show of a bunch of weak black men in America, homie. Who read a bunch of books, but the books and the knowledge that they read, it don't manifest in none of their lives. They talk that Hebrew, we this, we that. Show us, nigga. Stop making movies. Stop sounding poetic and intelligent. Come show us who we are.
Okay. Right, before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And as always, peace and love towards this hopeful elect, man. You know, you got your boy C. White in the building. My brother had did a video on this lesson. I just wanted to chime in with my spiritual thoughts, because it kind of irked me a little bit through the spirit, because the spirit that is on this individual right here is the spirit that's on a lot of our men. All right, they got some understanding, which should be clear as crystal at this point, that our people are effed up for some reason or another, but they just don't have the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to truly see that it's all biblical. All right. But a lot of men of our nation got this type of spirit. They may not be as blatant and as rude in speech as he is, man, but they feel just the same way. He mentioned the dresses, all right, calling the garments dresses. Now, of course, he's talking about IUIC, and I mean, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day concerning, you know, these camps that the Lord got all over the earth right now, and how to truly know who has the truth or not. That's a whole nother topic. It's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to just talk about the spirit that's on this guy, man, and just bring some precepts out. So we'll run it right back and get some precepts.
Based on our this, we that. Who read a bunch of books, but the books and the knowledge that they read, it don't manifest in none of their lives. They talk that Hebrew, we this, we that. Show us, nigga. Stop making movies. Stop sounding poetic and intelligent. Come show us who we are.
Now, I mean, of course, we're talking about these so-called Hebrew Israelites that have tried to monetize this truth, man, via, you know, selling merchandise or making these movies. He does have a point there, all right? But this is why the Lord have tried to, you know, teach us these things, or did teach us these things and warn us from these things, these false prophets and all this confusion. Yeah, you come into this thing, but, you know, don't think it's strange that it's a lot of opposition, you know, amongst us, man. So there's just a whole lot of confusion going on among the earth right now concerning this Hebrew Israelite thing, man. All right. And that's what we're dealing with here. Again, that Hosea 4:6, the Lord's people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. They got, you know, clearly they should be able to see something's wrong with the earth, you know, that the people who are running the earth seem to be wicked, all right, and that our people are absolutely destroyed. They just don't have that, the true power upon them, man. And you know, it's getting late in the day. Like, this shit is corny, man. You know, too old for this stuff. You know, we done went through too much to be, you know, going back and forth at this point. Now we're gonna fight the good fight, you know. through the fear and power, Yahweh Hashem Shah, man. But it definitely is getting late in the day. So concerning what he said about this sign, show us. This is our people. Let me run it right back.
Hebrew, we this, we that. Show us, nigga. Stop making movies. Stop sounding poetic and intelligent. Come show us who we are.
Now, I mean, what we're saying, all right, is that there's, men on a daily basis, 24 hours, 7 days a week in these last days, showing you and telling you exactly who we are. All right. They have it written down. Okay. They made it plain upon tables. All right. You can find this if you're just diligent. All right. And study to show yourself approved, man. But he's coming in a different type of spirit. He's not, sincerely seeking the word. He think he know every damn thing. All right. My parents are in the same way. Again, they're not as rude as he is, but they still feel like they know everything. You know what I mean? And don't know nothing. All right. But and again, man, that is the severity when we're dealing with people who aren't chosen. All right. You got people call people chosen, man, and it's very, very dangerous, man, because you'll think, all right, these people are the men of Yahweh Hashem Shah, and they turn out to be, set up opposition for Yahweh Hashem Shah. That's why we got to do all these things to make sure that we are on the right path, man. Because, like I say, it's all fun and games now, if you will. All right, because it hasn't got completely crazy. But once you start to see the blood being spilled on the streets, man, and start seeing, the hunger set in and the chaos, this truth is going to be deadly, deadly, deadly serious, man, because it's all we're going to have, man. All right. But going back to him and this show us, man, and coming in that show me something spirit. Where is that? Yeah, Matthew. Gotta bring the precepts out. Matthew 12:39. But he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. All right, and now that's exactly these are red letters, by the way, red words. Malachi Hawashah's words, man. All right, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, man, and that's the spirit they come in, man. Deep down they know something ain't right about how they living, and deep down they know something is, right about seeing the prophets on the highways and byways, man. It's just they're too puffed up to admit that they're doing something wrong, man. All right, so whatever it is, if they're atheists, had an atheist spirit, or they still got that false idol spirit calling upon the wrong names, man. They all come in the spirit of show me something. When they come up against the prophets, prove it, show us these things. When I first started to prophesy, or just tell my parents what was going on, as well as my family, I mean, they came in that spirit. They think because we saying, hey, the world, it's over with, they think it's supposed to blow up the next day. You know what I mean? Which we know that the earth will be here forever. Man, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But they all come in this damn spirit, man, this rebellious ass spirit. And there shall no sign be given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonas. For as Jonas was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be. All right, there 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. All right, this is the sign that was given to us, man. Malak Yahweh Shai. All right, coming preaching the word. All right, telling us what to do before he made that ultimate sacrifice. All right, then coming rising from the grave. All right, from that sacrifice. Okay, that was the sign. So everything that he taught, all right, coming in the spirit of prophecy, that's the sign, man. But again, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They don't even understand the basics. All right, you taught ancient Egypt, they have no connection to it. All right, they still really think that the Bible is a fairy tale, man. Keep it real. You know that. You can tell the people who, like I say, they say, man, the Bible is the most popular, most bought, book on the earth. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has heard of the God, of the Bible. They just don't know him. Just like Pharaoh, all those damn miracles and spiritual power that was going on, that man still just told him straight up he didn't know who our God was. He didn't know, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but they knew, like, but he eventually, he eventually learned the God of the Hebrew Israelites, man. and that fear of Yahweh by Shema Hawashai, once we were delivered out of Egypt with that strong hand, man, the fear of us and our power, or should I say our power in us, it reigned out, out in these areas, man, on the whole earth, man. People were talking about, man, that God of the Hebrews, which is to say everybody don't know our Lord, man. All right. Everybody don't know our Lord, contrary to what we've been taught, man. You think everybody, we was taught that everybody is in this thing, man. Everybody's a part of it, and that, our power loves everybody. Come to find out, that wasn't the case, man. All right. Shit.
Who we are. Based on our actions, we ain't none of that shit they talking, my nigga. We ain't none of that shit they talking. And I don't want to be a part of nothing that cursed me 2,000 years ago, as good as my mother was, homie. Do you mean to tell me whatever God these mother Hebrews serve, that God is still punishing black children from something 2,000 years ago?
And that's that spirit that the Lord is trying to remove off of his man, that weak ass feminine spirit. Did you hear what he said at first? I'm gonna run it right back.
Why good as my mother was, homie? They talking, my nigga. We ain't none of that shit they talking. And I don't want to be a part of nothing that cursed me 2,000 years ago.
There it is. I don't want to be a part of nothing that is hard. That's the MFing problem with a lot of our people in the so-called Christian church and this Christianity shit. Same thing with these niggas that don't even believe in our power. They don't want to be a part of it. It's too hard, man. And why is that? Well, let's bring it out. Now, Isaiah. All right. Again, I was talking about that, man. It's like, it seemed like just observing through the spirit, it seems like a lot of our people are quote unquote in too deep to come out of whatever the F they're involved in at this point, man. All right, especially concerning the older people of our nation. All right, my dad's generation and my dad's generation, namely. All right, I guess they feel like they've reached a certain point and they just gonna hold on to it, man. Shit, hey, more power to you, my brother. This is Isaiah 30:10, man. This is our people right here. Would say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. They don't want to hear nothing about no curses, man. Our people, all right, they're lazy. You know what I mean? They're fucking, they have no accountability. Okay, so they don't want to hear nothing about no type of curses. All right, but still are asking the damn questions. Why are these things happening to us? That man say, let me run it right back.
And I don't who we are. Based on our actions, we ain't none of that shit they talking, my nigga. We ain't none of that shit they talking. And I don't want to be a part of nothing that cursed me 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, I remember my dad said something like that, man, when they started to speak on the law is done away with, all this, just confusion. You can tell they're emotional, man. They don't, it's the same spirit. They don't want to be a part of fearful, dreadful God telling them what to do in the story, bro. That's all it really boils down to. The Lord said that his laws weren't grievous. And if that's the case, hell, why wouldn't you try to keep the law, statutes, and commandments? It's better to try to keep them if they're not grievous, hell, than to try to wing it. And I'm talking about the so-called Christians, man, trying to wing it, keeping certain days, but like Halloween, you get late in the day, and a lot of my family members that be in church, so-called, they seem to understand that that's completely wicked. You can see that clear as day. It ain't nothing but damn death walking around on so-called Halloween. But hey, Thanksgiving rolled around, oh, they was there bright and early. All right, so-called Christmas right around the corner. You think they not finna put up trees and put up presents under them trees? Boy, you crazy. But this is what I'm talking about. They pick and choose what they want to believe in because they don't want to deal with the harsh side of our power. That's the difference between them and us. We are moved by fear, and that fear creates that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And we start to see all these things. We start to understand everything, all right? Our people, our nation, the rest of the nations, all right? What's going on in the economy, everything, all right? It all adds up. But these niggas, all right, they just have different spirits upon them. We learn these things that the Lord put different spirits upon people. They're still coming in that spirit, all right, with no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, thinking everybody can make it or whatever have you, whatever they believe in. We know that the Lord is in control of all these things, that he's doing good and evil. Our people, they don't understand that.
As good as my mother was, homie. Do you mean to tell me whatever God these mother Hebrews serve, that God is still punishing black children from something 2,000 years ago?
Damn, same spirit. A lot of our people are coming in. They can't believe this, man. Why? They don't have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Again, Hosea 4:6. Our people are destroyed, or the Lord say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They don't have the basics of the Bible. Again, a lot of them just open up to the middle of the book, whatever, starting with my dad's generation, man, because the younger generation, they definitely not fooling with the Bible. But a lot of us coming out these country ass towns and stuff was raised on that plantation with that plantation Christianity, and they're not gonna come out of it, man.
Why a black mother was, homie? Do you mean to tell me whatever God these mother Hebrews serve, that God is still punishing black children from something 2,000 years ago?
Bet. Again, man, this is why the Lord taught us all these things, not to lean on our own understanding. Again, they don't even understand the basics of our Exodus, how we got put into captivity in the first place, the Exodus, out of Egypt, and how we got put back into more freaking captivity. They don't understand it. They're just mad because they're dealing with the harsh realities of the freaking curses and the punishment, and it's tearing our ass up. It has tore our ass up generation after generation after generation. And this is the problem. The people are crying out, all right, through the spirit that the Lord has placed upon all men. The Lord said he's going to pour his spirit upon all flesh, and that's exactly what's going on. Not everybody has the light of a prophet, and it ain't everybody chosen, but everyone is starting to do whatever it takes, all right, to fulfill prophecy, man. All right. And again, our people are calling out. They're crying. They're constantly asking, why are these things happening to us? Why are all of our people, all right, dying from these metabolic diseases, cancer? I just had 2 family members, one friend, die of cancer. Just found out my mama and my little friend, all right, both got diabetes. Why is all these metabolic diseases, killing us at a rapid rate? Why are we constantly killing each other at a rapid rate? Why are we still in the ghettos and in the hoods? Why can't we have businesses that thrive? All right, it doesn't happen. Look at Kanye. He's he's about who cares? But I'm just saying, man, these are all a part of the curses. It goes back to that lack of knowledge, talking all this shit, man, real swift like, man, real bold, real puffed up like, and don't even understand the basics, man. That's the problem. Going back,
good as my mother was, homie. Do you mean to tell me whatever God these mother Hebrews serve, that God is still punishing black children from something 2,000 years ago?
Again, and you know why he's saying that is because we were taught this Bible by the precepts of men. You know, people taught us the Bible that shouldn't have not taught us, you know, this Bible. So they gave us all type of confusion and lies. They never told us, you know, they didn't push and teach us how dreadful the Lord was, man. That the Lord is to be feared. That's the beginning of this thing. They only taught us the love, the and you know what I'm talking about via those idolatry pictures of that's supposed to be our Lord to come in there. Oh, spirit, right? You know what I'm talking about. That's what they taught us, that he was all love, man. So when we deal with the harsher side of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mahawashah, our people just can't deal with it. All right. And that's why, you know, Lord willing, we're of this lot of the ones that are going to be rulers with Malak Yahawashah, man. These people aren't exhibiting leadership type of behavior. I'm talking about the nation of Israel. That's why we try to hold on to this, man. We're doing things pertaining to this future leadership, all right? And a part of being a leader is acknowledging that we effed up. If the Lord wanted us not to fucking go off, we wouldn't have went off. It's all a part of his will and his design, you know, for this coming kingdom, all right? But in Daniel, just talking about, you know, the Lord and you know, how they taught us that he was all love, man. Remember what Daniel said, man. All right. And I prayed unto the Lord my God and made my confession and said, "Oh Lord, the great and dreadful God, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and to them that keep his commandments." So I just wanted to bring out what Daniel referred to the Lord. He referred to the Lord as dreadful. All right, they don't want to talk about that. Yeah, fool. Yeah, Charleston, we're still being punished over 2,000 years. Let him tell it. All right, yeah, quite some time, man, and it don't stop until we are saved. By who? Malak Yahweh Shai, Yahweh sending his only begotten son, Malak Yahweh Shai, all right, to come save us. That is what we shall be saved from, out of this fucking hellhole. All right. Our people don't understand that, man. All right. Again, they want to hear smooth things, prophesy to us deceits. All right. Smooth things. Tell us smooth things. You can't beat the spirit, man. You know what I mean? No.
2,000 years ago? Why are black Hebrews the only one with this knowledge and saying it's a 12 tribes of Judah? You don't hear Mexicans saying that shit? You don't hear...
See how stupid he sounds? You know? And that's that lack of knowledge. Again, 12 tribes of Judah. That's not what the true men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mahawashah is saying at all. All right? There's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, and the name of one of those tribes is Judah. All right?
Puerto Ricans, you don't hear Dominicans. Why are these dumbass...
You hear this idiot? The men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mahawashah made, you know, these things playing upon tables, and the so-called races of people that he's naming is all brothers that are part, you know, of these camps and such, you know, preaching the words, you know, oh Yahweh Ba'ashem Mahawashah, you know. So what is he talking about? Again, but he's referring to, you know, that particular organization IUIC that he saw, you know, at the you know, Barclays Center or whatever. And again, that's what it's so dangerous about this, man. Like, I don't know enough to call any of them men false prophets or not. I just know the type of spirit that's on me and the type of spirit that's on, you know, some of my brothers, man. It's a little bit different than all that stuff they got going on, you know. And it's confusing a lot of people, man. So like I say, some of the stuff that he's saying, you know, it's true, and especially the way he perceives it. You know, he sees these people, first and foremost, he's lived these curses just like we all have. Being that these is the last days, come to a point where, you know, everyone is getting fed up and everyone is speaking on it. Then he comes across these individuals that are dressed the same, marching, and it's a bunch of them, and they're, you know, telling, he's not gonna be able to receive that, is what I'm saying, man. So like, he's doing his thing on the left hand side, man, but like it's really foolish, man. It's really foolish. But this is the spirit that's on a lot of our people. They are all asking questions. Why? We've answered all of these questions through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. We're in the predicament, still in the hood, dying, all right, and not getting any help. And everyone is ignoring us when all these calamities happen to us, just like slavery. We talked about this. My brother was talking about it. Everybody else, every nation, all right, that something happens to here in Babylon the Great, at least. Let's talk about where we're at, okay? Shit, it's a big uproar. Let a so-called, let a Edomite girl get kidnapped and shit. They're ready to shut down, half the earth, man. They're looking for this chick. Remember what happened in Atlanta with those shootings, man? They had commercials and all type of stuff for those so-called Asian, people that got murdered in Atlanta, man. Hey, when it happens to us, because it happens to us on a daily basis, no one talks about it. We can go back to slavery. It wasn't that big of a deal, Shit. All right. It's like no one cares about our nation, man. But anything that we go through, when it happens to the other nation, oh, it's a big uproar. Our people are sick of it. They're looking for answers. Again, the point of this is that we are giving the answers through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Shai. Here's the reality of the situation. Everybody's not going to make it. I know that's what they taught us. It's not the case. Regardless of who the children are of the Bible are, and we're soon to find out. If you read this doggone Bible, all right, there's a group within the nation of Israel that is supposed to be saved, and there's a percentage, a fraction of them that's not going to be saved. And the Bible mentions the other nations' destination as well, okay? Without claiming, and where we stand when we say these things. We believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Shai. We are those spirits. We are the children of Yahweh, all right, by Shem Shai. Even if I backed off of that and go right back to what I was saying, all right, nobody claim it right now, all right? Nobody claim that they're the children. If we just took the book, all right, and read it, without any type of, emotions, and just read it, we would see these things again. The children of the Bible, at some point, which is the end, 2/3 is supposed to get cut off and die, and the third is supposed to be saved, man. All right, and that's just taking it for face value. All right, so our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. And I'm telling you, it's so vexing because it's so corny listening to this rhetoric and this back and forth with these childlike questions, man. This is questions that a kid should be asking, man. The type of spirit a child should be having, man. Not no grown ass man. It's late in the day, to be bucking up against the same whatever you've learned, just speaking. You a nigga, you wouldn't even be able to speak, all right, without Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai to even say that the things that you're saying, that shit you got around your neck, the clothes on your back, all right, you didn't make none of that, all right. You got all that shit from your oppressor, your enemy, but still out here talking this cash money stuff. So what's about to happen is we're about to, hey, man, soon enough, man, Lord willing, sooner than later, man, and I pray that the hopeful elect be sealed and taken care of, man. But the Lord is real just done with this shit, man, fed up with it, tired of the talking. And my brother was mentioning that today, how the prophets have published his name, upon this earth, man, all right, upon the inhabitants of Babylon, man, Babylon the Great, as well as the rest of the world. All right, so we got to remember how the Lord get down. All right, he's going to do this if for nothing else, his name's sake. The Lord he will not be mocked. All right, Everybody is gonna bow and profess and confess the names Yahweh Yahweh Shai here soon enough, man. And it's gonna start with this great tribulation. The Lord finna, he's finna remove that safety net. Okay, and the only ones that's gonna be able to navigate through it is this hopeful elect, man. The ones that stood, firm and bold in the name of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, as it pertains to your lot, man. Okay, at some point, male or female, you gonna be faced with believing and standing on those names, man. At some point, all right, you going it could Lord willing, especially for you females, Lord willing, it don't be that bad for you. I mean, that's what we here for. You know what I mean? That's what your men are here for. That's what the men are Yahweh Shema Hawashah for. We built for this. The Lord has built us up to go through whatever we got to go through, man. But I'm saying, man, even on the low level, even if it is just your family, all right, and being alienated from them because they think they know everything, it'll start there. But eventually, you're going to have to stand on this, man. So, man, I had some more precepts, man, but I just went in the spirit, man, because it was just on my spirit. I'm just sick of guys like this, man. Just sick of guys like this, man. But Lord willing, man, this was edifying. There's a lot of confusion going on right now, man. But let me end it with saying, let me bring our precept, man, so we won't get caught up in these things, man. Luke 21. With all that being said, remember this thing, man. Watch ye therefore, Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Remember what this is about, man. Go back to your own individual faith, man. If you believe in those names and it resonated in your spirit and hey, what you got to do it. All right. Pray though. Pray. All right. That you won't get caught up in this confusion. I have to pray. I don't, some days, man, it's better than others. But one thing I do have to pray for myself is to make sure, I pray that I understand my lot and that I'm in the right place to receive salvation. All right. All that other stuff, man, it really ain't got too much to do with us, man. All right. This thing is a small church, man. It's going to be, compared to everyone that's going to die, it's going to be a small number still. All right, so we got to pray. And if we do that, man, the Lord is going to take care of the rest. He's going to get you the information you need. He's going to get you around the individuals that you need to be around. He's going to provide for you the things that you need to, finish the mission, okay? Pray to escape these things, escape the confusion. Okay. But with that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.